Hello? Is this on?
No, it's not.
Hello?
Yeah.
Alright. Yay, public speaking. Hello and good evening. It's good to see you all again. What a season we had this year. Every year with the Walled Lake Central boys is always fun-filled and thrilling. And this one is definitely one that I'm never going to forget. So now I'm just going to give you a little peek into my journey, my 4 years as a Viking. So freshman year was really interesting, to say the least. It was my first year swimming high school, and prior to high school, I was on Kingfish, and my coach always told me, don't do high school. It doesn't make you better, it makes you slower, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And my parents eventually convinced me, just try it 1 year. If you don't like it after that, you're done. So I said, okay, I'm going to try it. And it turned out to be one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. The coaching and the training really helped me in my swimming. Coach B, even though he's not here, turned out to be one of the most influential coaches. He helped me grow not only as a swimmer, but as a person. And specifically, he's the one who I give a lot of credit to getting me where I am. He worked a lot with my fly, and it's something I'm just never going to be able to repay him for. High school swimming also taught me a lot about group efforts rather than individual accomplishments. We go out there as a team, whereas when you swim on a club team, it's a lot different, the atmosphere. You can swim by yourself and race your own times, but when you're on the high school team, it's really like a family. And we work every meet to win that meet and do it the best that we can. So moving on to sophomore year, that was probably the most rough year that I had in my 4 years. I came into the season with my goal to come back at state meet. And I trained every day, just the way that I usually did with Coach B, and now Coach Matt, who joined the team. But when state meet came, it was pretty disappointing, to say the least. Not just for me, but I feel like the whole team. We were shut out of finals, and it was really something that got to me, because I felt like I let down my coaches, my teammates, and my parents. So it was really hard getting over that. And after sophomore year, I had a lot of doubts about still swimming and swimming in the off season, just outside of high school. But eventually, I talked to my coaches, I talked to my parents, I talked to my friends, and I decided I'm going to keep swimming. That brings us to junior year. So junior year, I had a lot of pent-up rage from sophomore year that I used to motivate me in my practices. I just remember in junior year just thinking every day when I got to practice, I need to make my coaches proud, I need to make my teammates proud, I need to make my parents proud. I can't end up the same way I did last year. And so every day I came in and worked, and Coach Matt's practices really got tough, and it was really something great. It really paid off in the end, and something I learned junior year was you just have to trust in your coaches and trust in your taper. You can't, although I do question you a lot, I always have my trust in you, Coach Matt. You really know what you're doing with the sets. Every set in high school has its own purpose, and you just got to find that purpose and swim for that, and let that give you motivation. So after junior year, I realized that it all paid off. There was a literal weight just lifted off my shoulders after state prelims when I know I made it back, and it was just really something amazing. This year was probably definitely one of my favorite years. I don't think I've ever seen so many records broken in 1 year. By me, Ian, the relays, so not everyone. And I'm just so proud of the accomplishments the young men have made and the hard work that they put into the 4 years here. We all share the struggles of getting up in the morning, early morning practices, having the dry, dead skin, and having to maintain or balance our schedules of swim and school. And the things that you guys do, they really surprise me. Not many people are able to do what you guys can do. So it's been a privilege, it's been an honor to watch you guys grow, not only as swimmers, but also as people. And lastly, I want to give my thank yous. First to the coaches, Coach B, who's not here. I would just thank him for pushing me hard my first 2 years with him and always believing me, even when I didn't believe in myself. I just remember before junior year state meet and prelims, I kind of broke down.
Yeah.
We were in the warm-up and we were doing turns, and I couldn't hit it, and I just felt so off, and my rhythm wasn't there. And I just broke down, and I just didn't know what I was going to do. And Coach B pulled me off to the side, and he told me, you know, you can do this. Like, you don't have to be scared. And I don't know. You just really helped me through that. Coach Matt, thank you for taking this program into your hands and for genuinely caring for every individual on this team. Thank you for always pushing me past my limits in practice with the challenging sets every day and for all the advice you've given me throughout the years. Coach Andrew, thank you for coming to the good side and joining the Walled Lake Central Civil Diet. Thank you for the best pre-meet speeches and for always bringing your positive energy and laughter to practice. It definitely made it more bearable and more fun to come to. Thank you to my teammates. You guys are always pushing me in practice. When I saw you guys working hard in the other lanes, it always motivated me to work harder myself. And I want to give a special shout out to Brett, Cam, Ian, and Andrew. You guys were there for state meet with me, and you guys really worked your butt off this year. Lastly, I want to thank my parents. You guys have always believed in my dreams more than anyone ever did, more than I ever did. You were always there every step of the way, from driving me to morning practice to cooking my meals before big meets. I could not have been as successful as I was without your unconditional love and support. Thank you, everyone, for the amazing 4 years. Go Vikings.